go back now to Karnataka and Tehseen Poonawalla waiting to jump in. So Tehseen Poonawalla, certainly it could be argued that there has been a case perhaps of the governor's overreach in the manner in which he drafted the letter, gave instructions, but at the same time, this is now just pure stalling, isn't it? What's happening in Karnataka?
Srinivasan, you act like a bully. You create a constitutional crisis, the BJP.
Right.
You as in the BJP.
Okay.
And then you play victim and say there's a constitutional crisis. Now, let me put this. First, with Mr. Pullarao, I have immense respect for him. He's a very senior journalist.
Yes.
But please read the Arunachal Pradesh judgment. It is absolutely clear.
Yes.
The nonsense that the BJP is doing, and I'm using these words with absolute responsibility.
Yes.
They had a session, the speaker was with them, had a session in a banquet hall of a 5-star hotel. The speaker was doing what the governor was saying. And the
Okay,
Supreme
but one bad practice doesn't justify the other. I'm just on a simple point.
I'm not asking about practice and morality, Mr. Jain. I'm talking about legality in a Supreme Court judgment.
Okay,
it very clearly defies that the governor is not even the guide. That's what the judgment says. He's supposed to follow the constitutional. Therefore we have separation of powers. Do we realize the danger of this? Do we realize the danger of this? If courts, presidents and governors start trespassing into the legislature, we would be no different from
why would that come to pass? That's because here you have a situation, let me finish the question. Here you have a situation where clearly the numbers are not with the coalition. 15 people have resigned. The fact is that the speaker is not allowing the vote to take place. The government is stalling. So naturally there will be a question mark there. But anyway, on your point that the BJP is the root cause of this, Vivek Reddy of the BJP is on the phone line with us. Vivek Reddy, how do you respond to this? That this standoff somewhere along the line, yes, it has raised many questions on the manner in which the constitution is being violated, but the root cause is the BJP.
Well, Vasu, it is very easy to blame the BJP and try to escape from the situation. But the point is, when the central structure of the Congress has collapsed, many people are ditching the Congress and they are jumping ship. And if that is the scenario all through India, I don't think Tehseen Poonawalla has to blame anybody for the constitutional crisis except the Congress, number one. Second is, the governor's role here, the speaker's role here comes into focus. If we look at how the speaker has stalled, has simply prolonged, has dodged, evaded, and the manner in which he has avoided the central issues that arise out of this constitutional crisis. First of all, the core issue, Vasu, is whether there is a majority in this government or whether this government has slipped into a minority. That has to be tested on the floor of the House. There has been free opportunities for the speaker to test it on the floor of the House. But why are they evading? They are evading, hiding behind technicalities, saying there is a disqualification, saying that the governor cannot give a time limit. Why all these technicalities? Why don't they just take the floor test and show whether they are in the majority?
Okay, fair point. Let me just get Tehseen to respond to that. Tehseen, why not just take the floor test? Be done with it. Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani.
I want to take the floor test. It is me who's called for a vote of confidence. Be very clear on this.
But then it's been going on since yesterday.
So may I make my point?
Yes.
You started your point, Mr. Jain, saying that I have lost my majority. How do you know it? That can only be proved on the floor of the House. Now, when I want to have my floor test, I have moved a motion. You've taken MLAs and gone to Mumbai. You are hiding them. You've gone to the Supreme Court. None of this has been done by me. Your governor is crossing the constitutional limit. Now you're telling me, but hey, I'm actually the victim, but you're telling me I'm creating the crisis. This is the problem. You took my MLAs. Had you not taken my MLAs, you believe you have the numbers, you believe you have the numbers, you come on the floor of the House and prove it. Why did you take my MLAs and run away? This is kidnapping, and you're now using the governor to extort.
Okay. Assuming all that is the case, why not have the floor test?
Because to have the floor test, the Honorable Supreme Court has given an interim order on what the governor and those 15 MLAs got. Why doesn't the Honorable Supreme Court give a complete judgment? And just one last point. In Tamil Nadu, 11 MLAs went, they've not given an order.
Before we go to Tamil Nadu, let us stay with Karnataka.
Why? Because Tamil Nadu government supports Modi ji.
Let me, before we go into Tamil Nadu, let's come back to Karnataka. Let's go to Bangalore, where Maya Sharma is now able to join us. Maya, what's happening? Maya, are you able to hear? Maya Sharma, we're trying to come across to you. If you can hear, could you tell us what's happening now on the ground? Okay, some audio issues there. We'll come back to Maya Sharma. Yes, Mr.
The House is
Pull it
adjourned
up.
till 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Nothing is going to happen there. Governor is going to, Speaker has asked for time with the governor. Going back a little bit, is that governor will write to the Home Minister and that there's no majority. This is a democracy. If you don't have a majority, assembly is the final way to prove it. So there are other ways to give an
May I
opinion.
ask you, I'm very sorry to interrupt you.
There are other
How
ways
or the
to give an
governor will write to the Home Ministry
One second,
based
one
on
second.
what that there is no majority?
One
The
second.
proof of the pudding has to be on the floor of the House. That's what the Supreme Court numerous judgments in the Constitution.
Okay, let's
of
try
India
and go back. Let's try and see if we can go back to Maya Sharma. Maya Sharma, if you can hear us, what is happening? Does anybody have an idea?
Yes. That's $1 million question right now, or at least a multi-crore question if you base it on what those MLAs are saying inside the House. This is a lunch break now. Lunch break was called by the Speaker, to the annoyance of the BJP, who were hoping that 1:30 deadline given by the governor would in fact be adhered to. It was not. The House was adjourned. It will reconvene at 3 p.m. with no indication yet as to when that trust vote would happen. The Speaker did give time to many people from the coalition to speak this morning, saying as he did so, I'm giving you time, but do be aware that I'm going to be accused of delaying the trust vote. He made that point also. But the issues being raised in the Assembly, whether it was Krishna Bairegowda reading out from the law books saying that the governor had no right to dictate what happens in the Assembly, no right to dictate what time the floor test should be taken or even what subject should be discussed in the Assembly. The Congress, the JDS, totally rejecting the idea that the governor can actually tell them what to do. There were, of course, 2 communications from the governor yesterday. One after the BJP delegation met him in the afternoon, asking him to speed things up. That was a little softer. It asked the Speaker to consider having the floor test yesterday itself. That was not considered. By the evening, a much more strongly worded letter saying, you've lost the majority, Chief Minister Kumaraswamy. I require you to prove your majority on the floor of the House by 1:30. When Kumaraswamy started speaking today, when he was saying, I don't want power, I'm not in this for power, the BJP hopes were raised, they were telling us, that it sounded as if he was heading towards a resignation. Was this a pre-resignation speech? But that did not happen. He sat down, other coalition leaders got up and began debating the legal points, the governor's role in the House, the role of the whip, if in fact the Supreme Court tells MLAs they need not abide by the whip. Lots of legal questions will be raised by this entire Karnataka episode. That was what the Congress was discussing. And of course, some MLAs saying that they'd been bribed. Srinivas Gowda, one MLA saying he'd been bribed with 5 crores. But here's a man whom Basavaraj Bommai just told us is a bogus man who took back that allegation in front of the investigation authorities, but made that allegation once again on the floor of the House. It's all happening there, but a bit of a lunch break now. The BJP MLA spent the night in the House. They're still here waiting for that trust vote to get over. The coalition in no hurry.
So there we had Krishna Bairegowda from the Congress alleging that there were crores of rupees offered to their MLAs. Vivek Reddy, BJP on the phone line with us. What do you say about that, Vivek, that here you have these serious allegations being made on the floor of the House, and incidentally, it didn't appear that anybody from the BJP was even rebutting them?
Well, this has been the strain of allegations of the Congress right from the past 15 days, Vasu.
Yes.
But the point is that MLAs have gone out of their own volition. The problem with the MLAs is the behavior of Kumaraswamy. And
You
also
deny-
it is instigated by Siddaramaiah.
Vivek, you
But
deny the offer, you deny the fact that the BJP was offering cash to the MLAs?
Obviously, it's the most reckless allegation. You know,
Yeah,
anybody
my
can
concur-
make any allegation and walk away. This is not the way, you know, they make these allegations. This hit and run policy will not, or hit and run.
But can I just point out, Vivek,
Yes.
can I point out
Yes.
that one of the MLAs, JDS MLAs, he named the BJP MLAs who had approached him with bribes of 5 crores each. He named each of those 3 MLAs. They were sitting in the assembly and they didn't counter him.
No, this Srinivas Gowda,
Yes.
MLA that you refer to,
Yes.
has had this history of making these wild allegations. He's had that history. It's not the first time that he's doing it. And how can one just blindly say something and then get away without any proof? This is one.
So why didn't the
Second
BJP
thing is-
rebut it on the floor of the House? Why didn't you rebut it on the floor of the House?
Obviously they will. When they get to talk about the motion, they will. Presently it is the ruling coalition that is talking on the motion.
Okay.
Whenever your opportunity comes, they will. But kindly note, Vasu, one important issue is...
Before you come to an important issue,
I just
Tehseen
wanted to
Poonawalla wants to come in. I want to come back to you. Yes, come in, Tehseen Poonawalla.
On the 10th of February 2019, the ex-Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Yedurappa ji, is on the floor of the House. He's an honest man, Vasu, admitting to tapes. These tapes, he says that the voice in these tapes are mine. These tapes talk about two things: an offer of 25 to 30 crore rupees and, hold your horses, Supreme Court judges being managed by Modi ji and Amit Shah ji. Kumaraswamy on 11 February does a press conference saying this is what's happening. Yedurappa ji does not sue him for defamation. After that, House he's admitted it. Now, Vasu, where you are wrong, the admission is not 5 crores bribe. The admission is 25-30 crore rupees bribe. 5 crores was a token amount.
Okay, let's get Vivek to respond to that.
Well, I think there's, on these issues, there is a complaint filed. The SIT is upon it. We really don't know the authenticity. One will have to verify. But the point is,
Okay.
when post 2019, after the Congress has collapsed,
Yes.
the central structure of the Congress has collapsed, one would expect that there would be large-scale migration from the Congress. So that is what is happening. I think
My
taking
friend
a
is
look
missing
at
the
why
date. I said
Congress has
February
collapsed,
2019, way
and
before the
because there is
elections.
no hope that
Don't be
it
clever by
will
half,
continue
Mr.
in the
Reddy.
Congress.
Okay.
It does not inspire to continue in the Congress because there is no political future there.
Right.
That is why
Oh.
people are getting out. It is that simple, basic reason they see.
Okay,
The fault
fine.
lies within you.
Fine. You're saying it's the problem, it's a crisis of the Congress from within. But we also have Mr. Bhaskar Ghosh of the BJP joining us here in the studio as well. Bhaskar Ghosh, who is responsible for this crisis? Is it the Congress and the JDS or is it the BJP?
See, if you see the entire last 24 hours, whatever is the whole drama is happening over there. BJP is very, very clear on one stand that we have got 105 MLAs with a single largest majority. And we do not want to go for any coalitions. We are very clear. We have got a clear mandate. Now, the fractured mandate has been received by the JDU and the Congress. They are,
Yes.
yeah. So they are together, want to make an alliance and want to form the government.
That is now
But
all in the
today,
past. I'm
today
saying
there is
today-
no numbers. So therefore,
but the allegation that you are engineering defections, you're saying you don't want any coalition, but the fact is that you're engineering defections. All these people are going to join you. They're going to become ministers. So isn't it the same thing?
see, you have taken it granted that whomsoever come to BJP will be the ministers, and BJP is just giving their lollipops. It's not the fact.
They will not be.
The
They will not be made ministers.
The fact is that if they deserve by their merits, they will be the ministers.
So that there is a chance that they'll become
but
ministers.
that is not a precondition. Today our stand is very clear. We have already lodged our claim that we can make a single largest majority.
Right.
We can claim the government formation. That's
Sir,
all about
if I-
it.
can I just
we
ask you, sir?
we do not go beyond that.
Okay, but
neither
can I
we
just
want
ask you,
to
Mr.
do any
Pullarao,
kind of
fair enough.
transactions
Mr.
beyond
Pullarao,
that.
can I just ask you that while on one hand one could argue that the coalition, the speaker, is pushing the limits, the constitutional limits by not allowing a floor test, but what about this other allegation that there is active, rampant horse trading going on? We just heard it on the floor of the House.
That's been going on.
But
since
why
last-
speaker is giving time?
One second, let him
going on
respond. Yes.
in Karnataka. Last time Yedurappa formed the government, 7 MLAs resigned like this. Their resignations were accepted. Then 5 of them got re-elected. If you know, there's one small difference now. This is the governing party's MLAs who have gone to resign. Normally in India in the last 5 years, it is the opposition MLAs who want to come and join the government. You see, that is the significant difference, and this is happening for the first time. Now take Andhra and Telangana and other states. Congress MLAs came and joined TRS. YSRCP MLAs joined
Right.
TDP. Here they have left. So, and the other thing that you said, they can't be made ministers. That's what has to be decided now by the speaker. Will he disqualify them or
Sir,
not?
same thing is
No,
happening
no,
in
no.
West Bengal.
I was asking
government
him whether
MLA is
they'll be
coming to
made
us.
ministers. Of course, you're right. It depends on the speaker, but I was asking whether that's part of the deal. Okay, I'll just go across to Nasir Hussain, leader of the JDS, who's joining us from
No,
the phone
Srinivas,
line.
I've got a very valid question
Yeah,
here.
I'm coming to
Why
you.
speaker is giving time? We don't understand. Let him call for a floor test.
Right.
Tell the speaker how to run the house.
Let
All right.
You'll tell the speaker.
No,
how
no,
to
let-
run the
why
house.
he's
one
giving
second.
time?
Let's just get Nasir
It's a
Hussain of the
very
JDS.
mysterious,
Nasir Hussain,
situations.
why the delay? Why not? Whatever it is, you claim that you have the numbers, the other side claims you don't. Have the floor test and sort it out.
Yeah, it has been made very much clear that the the rights of the member of Legislative Assembly members to participate in the debate will be infringed if they are not allowed to speak. The entire procedure of not letting the debate go on in the session is planned by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Today we have seen incidents where the MLAs have come up openly and told how the Bharatiya Janata Party sitting MLAs have offered them money. In one instance, the MLA has clearly mentioned that rupees 5 crores were kept in his house. One Mr.
But Mr. Hussain,
3 MLAs. The Bharatiya Janata Party.
But Mr. Hussain, Mr. Hussain, I'm saying those may all be valid or invalid allegations, a separate issue. The fact is that the government has to take a trust vote. Now you're saying no opportunity to speak. Hold on, let me just finish. Let me finish. Sir, let me finish. The fact is, just sir, let me just finish. Since yesterday, Mr. Hussain, please allow me. I'm saying you had all of yesterday to conduct the debate. Everyone had a chance to speak all day yesterday. We are now halfway through today. How much longer?
I think it is 20 MLAs who have to speak. Once they have the opportunity to speak up, and the entire people of Karnataka, what are the...
All 20, how
Sir,
many will
follow
speak?
the
20
Supreme
MLAs?
Court order.
It is the constitutional right of the Honorable Speaker to conduct the House. I don't know why the Bharatiya Janata Party people are in so much hurry. When they are confident enough of having the number, why they want to see that there is no discussion happening? It should be like a cakewalk. It should, yes, we have managed the numbers. We have done a successful horse trading. Now we want to go and sit in the chair.
They have to
it is not
go
so
through
easy,
the due process.
That.
Okay, just a second. I'll come back to you, Tehseen.
I've
Yes.
just got a message from.
It is the right of the CLP.
Okay.
It is the right of the.
Right. Just hold on, Mr. Hussain, for 1 second. Yes, Tehseen.
I've just got a message from one of the colleagues of the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka who said that the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka gave out a historical fact in the Assembly. When Vajpayee ji sought a trust vote in 1999, that debate went on for 10 days despite opposition having the numbers. If you could wait with Vajpayee ji for 10 days, why are you waiting 1 day, 2 days? No Supreme Court intervened then. Please, sir. I am saying the Honorable Sir, may I please speak? I have said the Honorable Supreme Court has no role in this. The Honorable Speaker said post the debate, we will have a vote of confidence. What else can we do? We have to have it.
Okay, let's go. Yes.
See, what is my point? The backgrounds of when Mr. Bajpayee wants the discussion to happen, there's a different background altogether. Number one. Number two, Supreme Court.
How? Explain to the viewers. Explain how.
No, you don't interrupt him now.
No, but please tell her how.
Okay.
I want to know how. I don't have the knowledge. I want to know how it's different.
Number two is that when governor is advising to conclude this by 1:30.
Who's governor?
The governor of the state, who is advising, I'm not instructing, advising.
Yes.
Governor is advising that
By
you should
1:30,
1:30, that has been denied.
Yes.
That has not been observed. Number two, you're talking about horse trading today. Why you're giving time for the horse trading?
Okay.
You complete it in half an hour's time.
Okay.
We don't want any horse trading. That's because by creating
We
this,
have to.
by giving this allegation, you're creating a total atmosphere of confusion.
Okay, we have to take a break at this point.
And
I just want to, we'll come back to this.
These 15 members may or may not come to the floor.
Okay.
Why are you asking them and making binding to come to the floor?
We'll come back to this. This is turning out not to be a T20. This is turning out not to be one day. It's turning out to be almost a test match. Last word from you, realistically, because you're a seasoned journalist, what do you think is likely to happen?
See,
Forget what should happen. What is actually likely to happen?
If they don't have the vote today, the governor will write to the Home Ministry.
Okay.
That it is a constitutional
breakdown.
That's the governor's opinion. You may accept it, you may not accept it.
But that is what you think will happen. Tehseen, I'll have to take a break.
Without the advice of the Council of Ministers.
All of you, please, you are not going anywhere. We are all going to come back to this and we can debate this vigorously, take a short break, come back to this story. But for the moment, it's Sarah with all the other news.